how do we get here? How do we get to such a crazy spot where saying men can't have babies is deemed divisive and transphobic, or believing only women should compete in women's sport is hateful, and not supporting a neo-Marxist group like BLM is somehow controversial? How do we get to this point, Jordan?
Oh, we can pretty much blame the universities. So, I mean, and I would say more particularly the faculties of education, who are corrupt beyond comprehension and have done a dismal and wretched job for 70 years. And so these ideas are promoted in universities in almost all the social sciences, I would say, and certainly in the humanities, and now increasingly in the sciences. And the fact that the ideas are attractive isn't that surprising, because similar ideas were attractive all across the world for the bulk of the 20th century. And, people all across the ex-Soviet bloc suffered dreadfully as a consequence of that. But we haven't suffered because of these ideas for a long time, and people are very badly educated historically. They have no idea really what happened in the Soviet Union, for example, or during the Cold War. And so the ideas are attractive to people in some sense, because they say, well, if you're suffering, first of all, that's terrible, and of course it is, but second of all, it's someone's fault and it's a consequence of an unfair social system. And the truth of the matter is, social systems are always somewhat unfair, and they are always somewhat corrupt. But the truth of the matter is that the systems that we put together in the free West, the free market systems and the systems based on respect for the dignity of the individual, and also respect for the power and necessity of the free market, are the best social systems that anybody's ever created anywhere. And they're the only systems that have ever ameliorated absolute poverty in any real sense. So they still produce inequality, which has its downside and does produce some of the suffering that we described. But in terms of lifting people out of poverty, which means giving them enough to eat and ensuring that they have a place to live, let's say, there is nothing that compares to free market rule of law systems predicated on the dignity of the individual. But our education systems are so appalling, so that people just don't know this. And so young people with their sort of messianic drive are easily enticed into identifying with a foolish, what would you say, an unthinking unidimensional compassion for the so-called oppressed, and have no idea that the systems that we've instituted are actually the best way out of that.
Finally, some people are waking up. I quit 6th grade public school. We just got back from Europe, and those schools were more advanced than American schools. This was in the late 70s. I quit 6th grade. I couldn't stand it. I told Mom, I came home, I said, Mom, these people are freaking idiots. Even the teachers are stupid. They're teaching us freak stuff. And this was, like I said, late 70s. I saw the evolution, and I've been fighting it my whole life and been subject to the ridicule of being told I'm an idiot. And now, finally, all the idiots are going to be proven wrong. And it only took like 45 years of me being a black sheep, being ostracized and everything else, to try and get people to wake up. Thank you for finally waking up. Please watch this video, share this video, like this video, spread this knowledge. All you college kids, you didn't learn crap. You learned stupid. Listen to your grandparents. They're probably smarter than you.